and this section is supposed to help, you know, upcoming brides, people that are looking to get married. You know, I feel like there's these expectations that people have, which is, oh, I just want to get married, or I just want to get married so that I can be with my man, be with my person. But there are reality of things that are entailed in marriage, right? So those are the questions I will be asking, you know, to help future brides, future couple coming up. So how did you feel waking up as a married couple?
I think it wasn't really surprising to me, because we spent most times together, even before the wedding.
Right.
So it wasn't really surprising. I was already learning to adjust to some things, but at the same time, it was something that I was like, oh, you know what? Now I'm in.
This is a lifetime. You're not going anywhere.
So you don't, like my father would say in Yoruba, that you came into my leo. So is it that?
What was the English of that?
The English of that meaning, it just means I want to know a child's husband, at the same time know the child's concubine. Meaning you're in. It's a do or die. My dad used to say, if there's no domestic violence, I don't see any reason why you should come back and tell me, no, I'm not in. He would ask you, I remember during my introduction, the first question he asked, even before my husband's family came over, was, are you sure you've done your due diligence? Because I won't want to say, oh, you're my first daughter. And I won't want to say, oh, she's out of marriage or something. So after the whole wedding, I was like, okay, what comes me, I'm in. It's now left to, this is my own family. It's now left to both of us knowing how to manage things. Both of us know, okay, this is the way forward. How do I want my own home to be? So that was just it. Okay,
so Mr. Duchi, how did you feel?
After the wedding,
like the morning of the wedding, when we both woke up in the hotel.
Okay.
As far this is now officially my wife. She's no more my babe.
Okay. That was after the wedding. When I woke up the next day, was it the next? Yeah, the next day when I woke up the next day, that was when I just felt, okay, I think I've paid all my debts.
Yes.
all the debts, everything that they want from me, from the family. Because before the wedding, they were like, I can't count how many times, both from my own parents and from my own, they kept on disturbing, even from my friends. How far you could do anything? So you don't wait on the point like this. You could do it and all that. So it was after that I felt so fulfilled. Like okay, now to the next level.
Right. Thank you. All right. So what was your first big adjustment after marriage?
Big adjustment. I'm a Yoruba girl and he's an Igbo man. That's where the intermarriage comes in. We have different norms, we have different values, we have different beliefs. So it now comes to, okay, this is now me still holding on to my own beliefs, grabbing into another belief. At the same time, you have to adjust things in handling both situations. What I might believe is wrong, it's not wrong from my own part, might be wrong from his own culture. What I believe might be right from his own culture might now be wrong my own culture. And sometimes some are the same. So this is you adjusting into something new.
But was there any big decision that you had to make, or was there anything that stretched you, but you knew that, okay, like you said, you already said a lot of compromise came into planning, but was there any like big thing that happened that you were like, okay, you know, it's a big shift, it's a different thing for me, you know, in the first stage of the marriage?
Like I remember there was a time we had a misunderstanding, and I was like, you know what, first year of marriage, what's all this and all that? I have a friend of mine, her name is Zinka, we went to the same school, and Zinka was like, babe, you know what, this is a secret that I need to share with you. I feel same with my husband. It is first year of marriage, forget that years that you were still dating. Then you still admire that, you know what, if he does anyhow, I'll pack my shoe.
Exactly.
Well, now you cannot pack any shoe again. No. So first year of marriage is usually for some it's easy. This thing called marriage, there's no manual to it. There's no book to it. There's no textbook. There's no booklet. There's nothing. It's now you and your partner. So, and I think the more you stay in a marriage, the more you learn, the more you know, okay, this is what my partner wants. This is what my partner wants. This is how I should do things, and this is how I should not do things. So it was through our help then that really opened my eyes to things. Said, you know what? Instead of you getting angry that he's supposed to know. Why don't you just wake him up, sit him down, and communicate?
Yeah.
Communication will really help. And I think that advice stayed with me for long. Because I think after when she said that, I was like, I'm also a stubborn person.
Yeah.
I know that. So after when she said that, I was like, okay. And I woke him up and I said, this particular person, I believe you should have handled this with that. And immediately he said, oh, sorry, I was thinking I would have thought of things that way. That was just it. So with time, I had to start emulating that, okay. And I had to tell him too, if there's anything, I think you should also call me. I don't want to hear that, okay, this particular kind of thing went down. I am the one that you are in this boat with. If there's anything, I'm the one that's going to correct it, not whoever you told.
Outside, yeah.
Outside. So that's just what I want things to be. So that was just it.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So what she said here now is communication is very important,
Very.
right? And also understanding, because when you told him, he actually did not invalidate your feelings, and then he acknowledged what you did, and that has also helped. Next question I'm going to ask you, Mr. Duchi, is: has marriage changed anything about your relationship?
It was after our marriage. After our marriage, I started paying attention to challenges. There are some things before we got married. There are some things I'll just do and all that. But after our marriage, after
your wedding, after
our wedding,
yes.
So I just okay, there are some things I just have to let go and all that. Let me just. I'm a changed person now, so there are some things I just don't need to pay attention to. Just let go and all that, and that was just it. That was when I started giving challenges more attention.
That's good. That's good. All right. So the next question is: what's one lesson marriage has taught you so far?
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
If you know me before, once you offend me like this, that's just it. My face is always there. I don't. I remember one time somebody was telling my mom, was my mom's shop, and one of my mom's customers was like, among us your children, Funmi is the one I like the most. She's always by her own. My mom said, and she's the one you should not offend. Because when you offend her, sometimes she will not even say it. She'd rather keep it to herself and she'll just move on. So that was just me. But I think getting married was like, you just have to just learn to forgive. I never say this thing can never be me. If God says it's going to happen to you, there's nothing you're going to do. Then how do you move from there? How do you handle it? Would you say every misunderstanding you hold on to it? People move. So when they say there's no misunderstanding in marriage, I don't believe in it. Maybe because it's my own. Misunderstanding tend to happen. Well, how do you move on from there?
Forgive.
This morning we already have a little argument. This is how I want to do it. This is how I want to do it. On the long run, I had my way. And there are days he has his way. So that's just it. If there's no forgiveness, how do we move from it?
Okay. That's interesting. What about you, sir?
Well, she said it all anyway.
So forgiveness is a major thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't hold on to things.